Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. I'm so pleased to be here at our wonderful Lehman College with our valued partners from DASNY as we continue to work together to create exceptional educational opportunities from students from all walks of life. A comment made most poignant by standing in our newest building, the nursing building, which could have only happened because of that partnership. I want to thank President Rodriguez and his colleagues for joining us today. The work of DASNY is essential to CUNY. It is essential to each of our four-year institutions. Frankly, without their work, in some cases without their leadership, in all cases without their stewardship, we would not get the projects we need to get done, whether the new buildings or renovations to our campus, and our educational mission, our research mission, and the experiences of our students would be lessened. And the value of a Lehman College degree would be lessened. And so while we spend a lot of time rightfully focusing on the people that work here and study here and create our community of thinkers and scholars and learners, the reality is without quality spaces, without good technology, without appropriate equipment, none of that is really possible. And getting there requires collaboration, understanding, some elbow grease, sometimes some difficult conversations, but always that presence of partnership and that willingness to collaborate to get to a better place. And I want to thank President Rodriguez and all the staff for being such wonderful collaborators, and welcome to our campus.
Great. So pleased to be here at Lehman College. It's an incredible partner to DASNY and really works hard to create an exceptional educational opportunity for students from the Bronx. And I want to thank, of course, President Delgado for his tenure of service here. We are so grateful to have him. I was joking that 4 years, you're still kind of in the beginning phase of your tenure, and he corrected me and said, no, maybe right in the middle. But I think it's appropriate because right in the middle of that tenure, we're really unlocking doors of potential. And I think in this building, we look at one of those areas and opportunities to really transform the way healthcare is delivered in the Bronx, to make sure that we are training the next generation of nurses and leaders here in the Bronx. And I think much of the work that we do around DASNY is investing your public dollars into things that will not only enrich the lives of the students here, but have transformational impact in the communities around them. So we're grateful to be here and to talk a little bit about the work that DASNY does. So as of March 31st, DASNY had 401 active projects for CUNY, valued at almost $2 billion. And we're most proud of this building, which we're working to complete every last detail on that punch list, but we opened it in February of 2024. And as I mentioned, and as I visited other campuses, in particular in nursing schools across the CUNY system, what's so important about Lehman is where it is. We know that in the Bronx we have high instances of mortality issues and significant issues around nursing, and we can't change that paradigm. We cannot address that public concern unless we have a place where we can actually educate the current class of nursing students and future generations moving forward. And it has to be world-class. You can't provide world-class service and health if you don't have a world-class institution to teach you how to do that. So someplace like that in a community where we want to represent transformational impact, not just for the students, but also let's talk about the crisis that we're looking to address in terms of nursing. We don't have enough nurses, not now, not in the future. This gives us an opportunity to address that here in the Bronx, but address that in the broader footprint of the state of New York. And there are so many other buildings here. I think what's special about CUNY is that when you invest in a space in CUNY, you're not just doing it for the students, you're doing it for the broader community. So when I get to go to either the science building or the music building or Davis building or Apex Plaza and Trails, where you have a world-class athletic facility, you recognize that that also provides that world-class facility to the Bronx, which has typically and historically not received that level of investment. So the commitment that we make at SUNY and the work that we do at DASNY only helps to make sure that we are delivering on the commitments that we all have as public servants to the great borough of the Bronx. So there's more to come, as I've learned on my tour. There's a possible business school building that we are working on and that we have dreams and visions of bringing to reality. We look forward to that partnership with CUNY and with Lehman. And of course, again, I just want to thank President Delgado for being such a tremendous partner here, and to his staff to help organizing this tour. And of course, to my team at DASNY, Chris and the folks and Elena who work here every day, who are pretty much embedded in the campus, working on almost $70 million worth of repairs to keep Lehman moving strong and moving forward. I think it's that partnership and that dedication. I mean, that helps this program with DASNY, that brings to fruition these kinds of buildings and allows us to do some really exceptional things on behalf of CUNY and the system. So I want to say thank you for being here and participating and giving us an opportunity to share the DASNY story, but also elevate this really incredible partnership that exists between DASNY and CUNY. Thank you.